What's up with the Tree City Sports? It's Coach Rob.
Coach Harris. We're coming at you talking about a little San Joaquin section basketball playoffs.
We playing basketball. We playing basketball. Make it happen, man. You know?
Definitely, we're going to talk about it. This game coming on February 11th, the play-in game. It's number 15 seed versus the number 18 seed. Bear Creek is the 18th seed.
Bear Creek. Looked like they was doing a little something out there in Stockton, California. They went 13 and 15 overall. They went 7 and 4 to place third in the SJAA. You know, leading them was Ramon Livingston, 15.8 points a game, and then they had Connor Lance, who was 15.2. So they got a couple ballers over there.
Definitely. Looks like they're going to be playing Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove came in at 12 and 15 overall, 5 and 7 in league, 5th place in the Delta. Looks like they're being led by CV Nokon at senior guard, 15.3. And we got a Nate McCullen, senior guard, 13.2. So it looks like this is probably going to be a pretty evenly matched game.
Yeah, it do look like they're pretty evenly matched, especially, you know, as far as the overall games played and the league games played. And then their two, you know, major, or the two major players on both teams look evenly matched as far as points per game.
Definitely. Looks like the winner of this game would end up playing on the 13th of February against Folsom.
Bulldogs. Yeah, hey, man. I don't know what to say about that. You know, Folsom, over the years, you know, they're always in it. They're always in the playoffs.
Definitely.
You know, I know last year they had a couple of good players. You know, they're going off to play in college or, you know, just attend college themselves. But Folsom reloads good. If they reload anything like football reloads, they hey, I reloaded.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Looks like they're being led by Deshaun Lynch with a 14.3 points a game, and Tiller Fear at 11.6. Folsom came in at 23 and 5 in overall, and they were 10 and 0 in that Sierra Foothill League.
Right. I mean, it's going to be a good game. You know what I mean? But honestly, I got to lean toward Folsom. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I don't see Pleasant Grove or Bear Creek beating Folsom at all. I really don't.
Definitely. You know, they'll get their feet wet in the playoffs and get a good game in, but it's gonna be hard to match Folsom in probably that second game.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, but there's always a winner and there's always a loser. Somebody has to go home, and somebody will advance. That's just the nature of the business.
Definitely.
Now we move on another Monday night game. Edison, number 16, and number 17 of Modesto.
Definitely.
What you think about that?
I really don't know. It looks like Modesto is coming in at 14 and 13, 6 and 4 in league, came in third place. Looks like they play in that Central California Athletic League. And then Edison looks like they are 16 and 12, 7 and 3 in league. Looks like they play in this SJA second place in the SAA league with Bear Creek.
Well, they seem to be pretty evenly matched themselves, so I guess we're just going to have to see the outcome of that.
Definitely.
You know, just us, you know, being here in Sacramento, it's kind of hard. We're not going to make it up there to Modesto or too much to Stockton and actually watch those games and see who's doing what there. But I'm definitely, if they made it to the playoffs, they're pretty good programs.
Definitely.
As far as I can see.
And it looks like they're evenly matched, so it looks like it probably will be a good game.
Yeah, so I'm not going to call that one because I haven't been out there, haven't seen any of the players. I don't know any of the players that's on the teams, so we'll just have to wait and find out and see what the final answer is between those two.
Definitely.
But those two Gonna be taking on the #1 seed in the Sheldon Huskies. Woo! That's tough.
And you know the Huskies, they always reload.
Hey, I reloaded. Yeah, Sheldon, they reload heavily every year. And I think this year has to be the heaviest. They done loaded a ton of players. Are just good players.
Definitely, definitely.
You know,
Looks like they
Marcus
came in.
Bagley, little brother. How they make that work?
They you know, the top program, and you know, with them
area.
getting with them getting Bagley on the Sacramento Kings, his little brother was looking for a high school to go to in
Right,
the area.
right.
Looking back a couple years back, it looks like I remember the Sheldon Huskies played Sierra Canyon when the older Bagley was at Sierra Canyon in the
Okay.
championships up here in Golden Arco Arena,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a pretty good game. So he probably remembered that school, you know, when he came back to the city.
Right. I mean, I heard they even got a little brother. He like 6 foot in the 4th grade.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I heard he balling. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know, if Marcus Bagley, you know, stays around and does good at Sheldon, hopefully, you know, in years to come, we'll be talking about him. Now, about this Cato Williams. He's an average in 11.6 a game. He's a senior guard.
Definitely.
He's putting up, you know, a good amount of points in the game to help out the team to, you know, go over the top in games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
Like I said, you know, they usually have a pretty well-rounded team. I know they have some pretty good guards. Justin Nguyen is a guard. He's a senior this year. He's been there at
yeah,
Sheldon
nice.
for a
Nice.
while. He's been there, you know, steady, playing on a lot of those good Sheldon teams that they've had in the past.
Right. You know, I used to play with his older brother too, back in the day. You know, just around the parks. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
Sacramento area. So I know Justin. I've seen him play myself, and you know, being a point guard, you know, he moves the ball nice, has a lot of assists. You know what I'm saying? He's dangerous at the 3-point line.
Definitely
I
knows
mean-
how to run a team.
Oh
Definitely
yeah,
knows how
oh
to run a
yeah,
team.
he can run a team for sure. You know, somebody need to be offered the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? FCS or something. Make it happen. You know? So definitely, you know, that's going to be a game to watch. And just like, you know, the winner of Bear Creek and Pleasant Grove playing Folsom, you know, the winner of this Edison and Modesto Christian game, or Modesto game,
Mm-hmm.
playing Sheldon.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Sheldon on that one.
Man, you got to lean with
The way
Sheldon.
they've,
You know what I mean? This ain't the Sacramento Valley versus the San Joaquin or the San Joaquin Valley. You know what I mean? I just have to go where it's real. You know, I just think Sheldon can knock down either of those teams, either of them. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? So that's just one of those things, man. You know, somebody got to go home.
Yeah, definitely. And then looking at this bracket, it looks like the number 3 seed. It looks like is Modesto Christian
Playing
and
Chavez.
Chavez.
Now, you know what? I was just up at Chavez. You know, I got my little cousin. He plays at Western Ranch out there.
Mm-hmm.
But number 3, Modesto Christian. Now, we know about Modesto Christian.
Oh yeah,
They
Modesto
stay
is-
loaded, too.
They do. They reload every year. Lose a lot of players, but they get a lot more that come in,
Man, they
filling those shoes.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, they still have from Burbank. He transferred from Burbank. Irv is a senior guard out there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Well, just banking on that, you know what I'm saying, and seeing Irv playing, you know, growing up through the years, he's going to be balling.
oh yeah,
You know, so Chavez, you know, they're going to have a task on their hand just with him. You know, I don't know too much about the team help that he has.
well they went 21-7 in
21-7.
and 11-1 in league.
Well, best believe he got some help over there.
Oh yeah, so he got some help
not knowing
helping
so
them.
much about Chavez, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're well coached, and you kind of never know what's actually going to happen in the game,
Definitely.
you know. But like I said, I have to lean with Modesto Christian. You know, I think they're going to be one of those teams that end up in the semifinals, maybe even the finals.
Yeah, they've played a good schedule. They've played, they played St. Mary's a
Mm.
couple times. They also look like they went out and played kind of a national league, national season or national
Right.
with Oak Hill Academy, one of these big powerhouses
Mm-hmm.
in the nation.
So how did they come out of that?
They lost, but it was a good game. They lost
Right.
by about 15, but
Right.
Oak Hill Academy has these number ones in the nations that come out every year. So
Yeah, they got about a whole start five, a holdback.
oh yeah, they got. I mean,
You
that's,
know?
matter of fact, Oak Hill Academy is where Kevin Durant came out of. So,
Right.
They have some
I think
very
Carmelo
legitimate.
Anthony came out of there.
He
too.
also came out of there.
Yeah,
They have some
right.
very legitimate talent coming out of Oak Hill Academy, and to be within 15 points of them,
Right.
it means you put a good product on.
When you're
on the
just
team.
a regular school team. You
Definitely.
know what I mean? You're not an academy. You're not a prep school.
No.
You're not any of that. You just got guys that come from around your community.
Definitely.
You know, so you're playing with what you got, and these guys playing with superstars.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So that's going to always be a tough game. But like you said, staying in within 15 or losing by 15 is a big thing.
Yeah.
You
Definitely.
know? So
Definitely.
it kind of shows where you're at, especially when you're coming back to your home league and having to play, the schools, in your league.
Anytime you draw a number 3 seed in the San Joaquin Section Division 1, you got a good team. Putting a good team on the map.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I look for them to advance, a good distance into this semifinals and the
San
maybe
Joaquin,
advance to the.
Let's say, just saying in Northern California, San Joaquin is one of those dominant leagues.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
They always got a bunch of talent on, between the schools.
Then we have number 14 coming out of San Joaquin Section. They're playing Turlock, number 11. Looks like Jesuit is the number 4 seed.
Riders
Coming out of that Delta League. Looks like they actually won the Delta League this year because of the
four-game
four-game
forfeit by
forfeit
Sheldon.
So it looks like they put Jesuit up there at 20-8,
They squeezed up in that thing.
10-2 in league.
10-2 in league.
So they put out-
Jesuit is just like, we can kind of put them up there with Folsom and Sheldon, you know what I mean, and these other schools because, Jesuit reloads too.
definitely
They reloads. And they got Isaiah Rutherford over there.
yeah,
You know,
definitely
he's committed to
Notre Dame
Notre Dame.
football, but this boy
Fighting
can play
Irish, baby.
Boy can play basketball though. He's a
Yeah,
committed for
he's
football,
going
but he
to
can
play football.
basketball.
But oh yeah, that 3-point. He's going to drive to the hole on you. He's really strong and he's very fast.
Yes, definitely.
So that game, like again, not knowing too much about Turlock, but Turlock was good enough to go number 13. You know what I mean? So or even just squeeze into the playoffs. And I don't want to call it squeeze, but you made it to the playoffs over, a bunch of, I'm sure, is really, really good teams.
Definitely.
So, but again, if I'm rocking, if I'm leaning, like lean with it, rock with it, you know what I mean? I have to go with Jesuit, the Marauders,
Okay.
going over top of them,
All right. And then we have the 6th seeded Capital Christian.
No, we would have to go with the 5th seed, Oak Ridge,
Okay.
versus number 12, Kennedy.
Okay.
What you got on them?
I don't know a whole lot about Oak Ridge, but I know Kennedy was, I think, 4th in the Metro. Saw them play a couple games against Monterey
that's good.
Trail
That's
and
good.
a couple other schools. El Dorado, Oak Ridge out of the El Dorado area is a 17-11. Looks like they went 4-6 in league. Looks like they got in as a at-large bid, so they were the fourth place in their league.
Right.
So
Hey, you got in, and then you came in at number 5.
and
For
they're in a strong league with Folsom,
Oh,
Rockland,
yeah,
and Whitney
yeah.
out there. They're
Yeah, right,
pretty
right,
good
right.
league that they're playing in.
You know what? Oak Ridge, they be putting out some talent too.
Yeah, definitely.
All
Definitely.
the years ago, who's the big guy? Played for the Magic. And I'm thinking of his name, trying to, put him out there. But like I said, Oak Ridge always feels a pretty good team themselves.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, Monterey Trail used to play them. Before all the realignments and whatnot, or let's just say in their tournament,
Yeah.
up that way.
But Oak Ridge, like I said, they play in that league with Folsom, and I remember looking at the paper in the February 8th game. They lost to Folsom by 3 points, so they're not a bad team. They might have just had a hard time in league, but it looks like they do come to play.
Oh, they come to play. If
know.
you're only losing by 3 to Folsom. I mean, I was leaning toward Folsom against Pleasant Grove and Bear Creek, but I don't know. I'm still run with Folsom in that game.
Okay.
So about Kennedy though.
Like I said, Kennedy, they played some good games. They were in every game they played in.
Right.
They no blowouts. They just didn't do too well in the league. They got beat by Grant. They lost to Grant a couple times. I believe they lost to Kennedy. I mean, not to Monterey Trail twice. But
Right.
Look at the teams that they're losing to. They're not losing to
Pushovers. Right. Right. They losing to some pretty good teams.
Yeah.
But all in all, they're number 12, and Kennedy did make it into the bracket, for Division I boys basketball. So that's just something to be said right there in itself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the talent that's coming out of the Sacramento area, man. There's a lot of good basketball players, good basketball teams coming out of the Sacramento area.
Hey, we treat City Sports, so we all on Recruit Sacramento and the surrounding areas. But Recruit Sacramento. You know what I mean? We got guys out here. We got dudes. We got dogs. You know what I'm saying? We got beasts. I mean, we got them. Whatever you need, that's what we got. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of schools out here in this area. Come on down here. Check them out. Check these kids out. They ready to go. These kids is getting good grades. They come from really good families. They just all around recruitable kids.
Definitely.
Come check us out. So, number 6 seed, though, Capital Christian and Tracy.
Oh, yeah. Capital Christian, nice team. Came out of that 16-12 overall, 11-1 out of league. Number one place out of their league.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they, are going to put up a nice fight. I know they have Trey Williams over there, the football player and the point guard for Capital Christian.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good little player. Strong, very strong.
Now, Capital Christian, they've been putting out a lot of guys, too, Yeah, they be sending them. Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Good, good quality hoopers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're a hooper, you be hooping. Basketball players just play basketball. That's anybody. At your neighborhood parks or what have you. But if you're a hooper, you on your way. You know what I mean? Strive to be a hooper. Basketball players can be anybody that pick up a basketball, just go out and shoot around with their buddies. But if you're a hooper, you putting in that work every day. At least 3 or 4 days a week. You got that ball in your hand. It's either you're out at the park, if it's raining, you're in your garage dribbling, or just working on other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Lifting weights. Staying on your school books. That's another big thing. Got to stay on your school books.
Oh, definitely. Don't have those grades, you definitely can't play at the next level.
Oh, no. They're not squeezing nobody through like the 80s.
Oh, no.
One. You know what I'm saying?
Looks like Capital Christian is led by Preston Hall. He's leading Capital Christian with looks like 12 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Trey Jones, like I said, the point guard, strong guard, second with 10 points a game. So, like I said, Capital Christian has got a nice team, nice squad coming in at that 6th seed.
Right. How much?
Tracy, not a lot. Tracy did.
Tracy must be doing something. They'd have made it to the playoffs.
Okay, they were 17-9. Yeah, 17-9 overall.
17-9 overall.
8-4 in league.
8-4. Hey, 8-4 league. That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
They play out of the league with Modesto Christian and St. Mary's. Looks like.
Oh, that's a tough league there.
They came in third place in that league.
Yeah. I'm surprised St. Mary's didn't make it. Did they make it?
Oh yeah, they made it.
Is that Division 2 or?
I believe St. Mary's is Division 2.
Right.
They are, I think, one of the high seeds in Division 2, if I'm not mistaken. Tracy is led by Isaiah Hollingworth. I'm sorry, Isaiah Hollins. 18.1 points a game.
Oh boy. Capital Christian might have a game on their hands. That's a lot of points. He putting up buckets over there.
It looks like their second leading scorer is Joel Guzman at 12 points a game.
12 points a game. That's a big average too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They got some scoring punch.
You can get around people, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen.
Definitely.
So, man, about this game, I'm gonna stay balanced on this one.
You're gonna have to watch that one. It's gonna be
probably a biter.
Whoever probably gets the ball last is probably gonna be on this one.
Right. Into the, you know what I'm saying, in the last seconds of the game, you know, I think we watched one of the games that came down to about a nail biter. Last second, you know, throw something up and it goes in, and bingo, buzz, you know, goes the shot clock, and you know the team walks off victorious. You know,
definitely.
So let's walk into this number 7, Franklin of Elk Grove, against number 10, Grigori. And I think Grigori, they're down there in Modesto area too.
Okay.
I believe they play Modesto Christian, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Don't know too much about them either. You know.
Well, you can look up a little bit. No, Franklin though I know is out of that Delta League. Looks like they came in second place in the Delta, and 8-4 in league, 18-9 overall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're coached by Mr. Manfredi.
Yeah, Ken Manfredi.
Yes, sir. They are led by a freshman.
Freshman?
A freshman.
Did you say freshman?
Yes, sir.
A freshman?
Devon Wright.
Devon Wright, a freshman on varsity.
15 points a game.
15 points a game.
Shooting 44% from the field.
44% from the field. And he a freshman.
He's a freshman. Class of 2022.
Wow. Now you know he a hooper.
Oh, yeah.
He has to be a hooper. He's starting?
Looks like he's a starting guard for the varsity team at Franklin.
Hey, that's undeniable right there. You know what I'm saying? When you got one of them good, a young guy like that, and he balling, he coming out the gate hooping, you know what I mean? You got to put him in the game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want, I mean, everybody in the stands going to say something anyway. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you trying to win games as a coach, you got a guy that can put up 15 points a game, 18 points a game, and he a freshman. You got to put him in.
Oh,
you got to play.
Definitely.
Ain't no other way.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You have to play the kid.
And looking at that, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Gregoria doesn't look bad themselves. They're 19-9 overall.
19-9 overall.
8-2 in league.
Right. What they say about they got over there?
Looks like they came in.
They got some big guys over there
They came in number one. They came in at number one in their league.
in their league.
They
Okay.
played Turlock, Modesto. They're in that
Okay.
league with them.
So that got to be a strong league because Modesto's in the playoffs and Turlock is in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So for them to make it in the playoffs, even being number 10, that's pretty big. You know what I mean? That just shows you it's a strong league.
Oh yeah, and looks like they're led by a Carlos Hernandez.
Carlos
with
Hernandez,
14.4.
14.4 points a game.
Scoring,
Oh yeah, man, he's a 3-point shooter.
Oh, definitely. They got
Yeah,
another
man.
guy, Julian Brown, averaging 12.8. So
12.8.
they got a nice backcourt or nice duo, helping their team.
That's about 27 points right there with them just in the game.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you got your role players and whatnot to come in, to get the dirty buckets,
So I'm looking at that game. I don't know which one of those to pick either. You got a freshman that's doing what he's supposed to be doing at 15 points a game, but you always have to remember he is a freshman.
He is a freshman.
these-
Freshman's going to make, they
Are the
make
lights-
mistakes.
Are the lights gonna be too big in the playoffs, or is he gonna be able to do what he does?
Ooh, that's tough. You know what I mean? I mean, because you have to understand he is a freshman, so I'm sure he played in playoffs before, but not at the high school level, and especially not at the varsity level.
No, definitely not at the varsity level. But I do remember seeing this gentleman on the A's. He is a player. Devon Wright
Legitimate.
can definitely play ball.
Handle the ball.
He can handle the rock. He can
And
jump.
he's a shooting
out
guard
the
or point
gym.
guard?
He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard.
Yeah, so he can definitely play basketball. It's just whether you're ready for at the freshman level. Are you ready for that varsity basketball?
Hey, at the freshman
Playoff.
level, when you averaging that many points and you leading your team, over, let's say, juniors and seniors, it's in you. It ain't on you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That dude's a hooper. And I look forward to watching him too, to advance. So, as far as Franklin of Elk Grove and Grigori, where you gonna lean? Because we did hear, what was this, Hernandez, this over there?
Yes, sir.
Was putting up 14. Man,
Yes, sir. I believe we're gonna have to watch this one. This is gonna be a pick 'em. I don't think I want to lean on this one because I'm not
sometimes
really
it comes
sure.
down to coaching too now.
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying? We ain't said that part yet. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? When two teams are evenly matched, it's just like how we started off with Bear Creek and Pleasant Grove. Both of those teams are evenly matched, especially by their two main players on both teams. Their league
Yes.
outcomes. It's gonna come down to coaching.
Definitely.
And coaching is just motivating. Who's gonna motivate their team the best? That's what it's all about when you're coaching. You know what I mean? You can't put on a uniform and go out there and try to play for them. That's not gonna happen.
Definitely.
All you can do is try to calm your team, motivate, and play your system.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Like I said, the freshman for Franklin, I believe he's gonna do a good job. He went 14 points, 7 rebounds against
Mhm.
Sheldon, which is
You said what?
He went 14 points, 7 rebounds against Sheldon
A freshman
in their last game. So
against Sheldon?
against Sheldon. So
Uh-oh.
that's probably the best.
Grigori,
competition
you
he's
might
gonna
be in
see.
trouble because Sheldon is number one in this playoff bracket, and we know who's really number one in league. And this freshman from Elk Grove then got 7 rebounds in the Sheldon game. That's big time right there. He's doing a lot.
Not to mention he went 31-5 against Davis.
31-5 against Davis. And we talking about a freshman now. We ain't talking about no sophomore, no junior, no senior. We talking about a freshman. He was born to hoop.
He putting up numbers. He's
Hey,
definitely
we
putting
got
up
to go
numbers.
check out that game.
So we
So-
would definitely have to, we'll probably after looking at some of these stats. And look what this is: 25-5 against Jesuit.
Huh?
25-5 against Jesuit.
The freshman?
The freshman.
Oh,
Mr. Wright looks like he's
man.
ready to play whoever he steps on the court
You
with.
know, we from Sacramento and all, man. You know,
So I'm gonna have to go
we
with
kinda
Franklin on that one.
we got to
Based on the performances this boy is putting out
right,
against this top ranked talent,
right,
I'm gonna have to go with Franklin on this game.
right. You know, we got a little bit of bias. We Sacramento, man. You know what I mean? We don't get out. We can't get out and you know see these teams out in Stockton, Modesto. But we can talk about our guys, our programs that's here in the Sacramento area.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because those are the ones we see every day.
Definitely.
You know, and I got the lean. You got the lead. Toward Franklin of Elk Grove, the Wildcats. Wow.
Yeah.
I know that sounded weird, but it's okay. We out here, man. Just you know, just trying to put it out here for y'all. You know. Okay, so now we got the number 8 Monterey Trail Mustangs against number 9 the Davis Blue Devils.
Alrighty.
Now I know Davis. You know,
Davis is a well-rounded team.
They fighters.
Well coached.
Right.
They're in every game.
Right.
May not have no superstars,
Right.
but
right,
they do have a team that plays together.
Right. Right.
You know, Davis is known for having these teams where they sub 5 in, 5 out.
Oh yeah. You know
they
what?
always
You know
continue
what's
to
so
do
funny? you know what's so funny? Boy, if we had a script, I'd be like, that's my part right there, because that's what I was thinking. I was gonna come with. Yeah, does that coach still do that?
He always does that.
But I'm not mad at him. You know what I'm saying? That's his program. You know, that's the way he coaches. I'm not going to say it's good or bad because, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you need your guys to get that breath.
Yeah. Sometimes you
that
gotta
guys to get
have.
your breath.
Sometimes you gotta have it where you can play everybody. When you got a team that
Right.
you can play everybody,
Right.
that's not a bad team.
And that can still hang around.
Oh yeah.
You know, me and you, we've been watching basketball a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Both
definitely.
playing basketball.
Definitely.
But, you know, you got them guys to keep that starter in until he air out.
See, that's what you can't have. You have to have you. You can get a team where you can get your men to go in there and play you good 5 minutes.
Right.
I'll get you a rest,
Mm-hmm.
and they're playing the whole time they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of player you want. You don't want a player that's going to rest on the court.
Right,
You know, if he's on the court, you want him to give you 110%.
right. That's true.
So
That's true.
um,
But in the case of Davis, I can tell you, you know, by subbing 5 in at a time, so that means you taking your 5 starters out,
yeah.
and you're going to put these other 5 guys in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sign of good coaching because he's confident enough not to take 1 or 2 players out. He's taking that whole 5 out, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So that means he's coaching them up,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them guys on some of these teams, boy, they might not see no pine except for the one they sitting on.
Definitely. You
Right,
know,
let alone try to step on one.
definitely. When
You know what I'm saying?
you know, a lot of these coaches won't go past that 7th, 8th man. So
Right,
you know, you got teams with 15 players on it. You don't go past that 7th, 8th man.
right,
Got 5, 6 players that don't ever see the game.
right. You check this out. You know how I'm always, I always be like, you know, sometimes you gotta throw that eyeball in the game. You know what I'm saying? To shake a little bit of stuff up around the game. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean? And you might not, okay, he might not be the best player, but you never know what he gonna do. You never know when he's gonna have a good game.
Never do.
So if you don't throw him in there to shake it up, and you down, or you know what I'm saying, or your guy is in foul trouble, sometimes you need to go past that 7th or 8th man. What was that one movie? They talk about the 12th man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Get
yeah.
him up off. Hey, you, way down there. Come here.
Yeah.
I'm going in, coach. I'm going in, coach. He go in and hit 3 threes back to back.
Not only that, he may be the one that goes in and defends that man and gets that steal that you need
Right.
to turn that game around.
On the
Sometimes,
star player, he's like, because he's always the guy. Like, I'm a show coach. I'm a show coach. Let me. He telling the whole team, I'm a show coach. Watch when I get in. Watch, and we know one of them. I'm not gonna say his name. You know what I'm saying? But when he get in, he get the hitting though.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They say his name. They say his name. You know what I mean? From the student
And
section.
the student section always knows. They always want that man to
They
come
want
in
that guy.
and at least do something.
That guy works
Spark
hard.
something.
He
Goes
made
to practice
the team.
every day. He goes to make
Right.
the team. He go to practice
Right.
every day.
Put
So
him in.
he's doing something for the team. He's helping the team in some way.
Right.
So-
Right. So that's there's a little bit about Davis, but let's talk about this Monterey Trail team.
Okay.
Tell me something. I want to hear it.
Let's see. Monterey
I'm listening.
Trails look like they came in the league at 18-10 overall. Looks like they were 9-3 in Metro League, coming in second place with a tie with Burbank.
Tie with
Out of that
Burbank
Metro
in
League.
second, huh?
Oh yes,
That's big.
they got some talent on this team. Looks like they got a couple of seniors
Mm-hmm.
that are putting in some work this year.
Right, and we forgot to tell y'all. Davis went 16-8. They went 8-4. They placed third in the Delta League, so that's pretty big too in the Delta League. Considering the Delta League is one of the stronger programs.
Definitely.
So at Monterey Trail, those Mustangs, they got an addition last year with a big man by the name of Bryce Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Bryce the Hooper.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big old dude.
Yeah, 6'8", about 230, probably
230.
240.
That boy about 250.
Okay.
250. What? And just a couple games ago, he just had his first triple-double.
Okay.
He ain't really been hooping that long far as, our research goes. He wasn't hooping that long, but then, he came out, moved out to Sacramento, and then, integrated into Monterey Trail nicely,
Definitely.
But that guy putting up buckets, man, putbacks. I mean, he's a hard act to stop,
Definitely. He's
at,
a load.
at times.
He's a load, boy.
And I didn't seen him hit a couple threes, though, and was wet about it.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he's averaging 17.8 a game.
17.8.
11.2
11.2
rebounds. That's a walking
rebound.
double-double right there.
Right, that's Walker double. Walking, he trotting.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
he moving, man. That's a big dude, man. I stood up next to him. I'm just like, golly, dude, you're just a big old dude, man. Like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
He be out there balling. You got, who is that? Oh, Zach Larrier over there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He's putting up a couple buckets, grabbing rebounds. And I seen him grab a rebound one time, man. I was like, you got the ball, so when you gonna come back down? That hang time, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a big track star on his way to he's on his way to Air Force.
Oh, yeah, on a football scholarship.
On a
correct?
football scholarship.
So this is
Big, and he wants to run track too. I've heard.
definitely
So
three-star athlete.
Shoot, that boy 4-star athlete, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's
Definitely.
fast in that 400-meter track.
Okay.
4.0 student. He's a good kid, man. He's a really, really good kid.
Definitely. They also looks like they got Andre Crump.
Andre Crumple skill skid.
Looks like he's averaged 5 assists a game this season.
5 assists a game. Hey, that's 10 buckets right there.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Add it to your tally, man. Check that off one time.
Definitely.
And
it looks like looking at this stats, it looks like Andre had a magnificent game against River City the other day.
Man, well, yeah, he had a magnificent game.
I didn't get a chance to see it, but I heard you were there to witness it.
Oh, I was there.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I was.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Tell him a little bit about it. The kid couldn't miss. I ain't gonna lie to y'all now. You know what I'm saying? I'm one to keep it real. I think he only missed about 3 or 4 shots the whole game.
Oh boy.
But everything else was going in. They was all threes. I mean, he did drive, slash to the bucket a few times. You know what I'm saying? Got in there and just, he get to the basket. You know what I'm saying? And get it in there. And I'm like, well, dang, how he do that? Like, with all these people in the way, like, y'all gonna guard somebody? You know what I'm saying?
And I heard that looks like Monterey Trail put up 100 points against River City at night.
Boy, they put up that C note on them kids.
Oh boy.
But River City did put up 78.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too bad. But at the same time, on the Crumple Skillskin, Andre Crump, he broke 2 school records that night.
Oh, did he?
One being You know, the 3-point contest, when I told you, you know, from the beginning, it seemed like he couldn't miss the 3-point line.
Okay.
And he broke that record. I think it was 8 before, and he got 10.
Okay.
So that's a 30-piece right there.
Oh boy. So how much did he end up with?
50. A 50-piece, and you know, they scored 100. He had a 50 half.
Half, huh?
Bruh, that kid was balling. Somebody need to offer that kid. But that's all I'm saying, man. Come get the guy. You know, he out here. He a 4.0 student. And he got hands in football. He nice. Run nice routes. Man, that guy was getting it, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, between that game, you know, Monterey Trail and Davis, you know, I'm not torn with this one.
I think it's gonna be a good game, to be honest with you. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I've seen Monterey Trail, and I know Monterey Trail has a good, very, very good team.
Right.
But to come in third place in the Delta League, you ain't too bad yourself. So you can't just push over on Davis.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
I'm gonna go with Monterey Trail.
I'm going with Monterey Trail. I'm going with
I have
Monterey
to.
Trail. After that game that them kids put up 100, a C note. Well, you got to go with them. I'm not knocking Davis because the Delta League is strong.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they placed third.
They were third in the Delta.
They placed third in the Delta. You know, it's going to be a good game. But I'm still leaning with Monterey Trail. You know what I mean? Because they got that big man, Bryce Fitzgerald. You know what I'm saying? He started balling and doing his thing. And then let's not talk. What about the point guard, Christian Labandon? Is that his name?
I think it is.
The way he moves that ball around, you know what I mean?
I'd love to see this boy. I've seen him play since he was in middle school.
Right.
This man, Christian, has developed very well. He's a very, very good point guard. Definitely a compliment to Andre at the 2 guard.
Right.
They do have a very good team.
And
very good nucleus.
Those are all seniors. Now, you know, they got a junior in Kevin Adams that been balling too. You know, I done see him watch that dude with a couple of bang outs. You know, those are dunks for the people that don't know what a bang out is. Those are dunks. You know what I mean? And I seen him come down, you know, steal a ball, come down. I'm like, he finna do that. And I'm jumping up out my seat like he did that. Like, banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, make it happen then. You know what I'm saying? He's out there getting steals. You know what I'm saying? He's picking up a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? They out there, him and the other guys, they getting dirty buckets.
Definitely.
You know, them dirty buckets is hard to get down in the paint. You know what I'm saying? He up there snatching rebounds and, you know, making nice assists. So, you know, definitely he's a good help for the team. Can't, you know, look forward to watching him again, you know, in the senior campaign next year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, like I said, you know, I'm probably going to go with Monterey Trail on this one.
I'm probably going to go with Monterey Trail on this one. Man, I'm going with him.
And looking at, with Monterey Trail beating Davis and advancing, it looks like a showdown with Sheldon Huskies, another Delta League foe they used to play with every year. So that's going to be something to look forward to if both of these teams can make it past their first round opponents.
Right. Well, hell, Sheldon go make it. And if they don't, something bad over there. You know what I mean?
If Sheldon don't make it and Edison or Modesto make it past Sheldon, this bracket might be upside down, boy.
Hey, it ain't like we had never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens because, you know, it all comes down to what kids is the hungriest.
Yeah, that and you got to realize, like I said, this one and done.
It's one and done.
You have a bad game and you in trouble.
Boy, what they used to do, they get the stick and the handkerchief with all my things. Pack your bags, you going home. It's tough, you know, especially for the kids. You know, a lot of them are seniors. You know, it's tough going home. Nobody wants to go home like that on their senior campaign. Obviously, everybody wants to go to the end. Everybody want to make it to the Golden One Center, but realistically, that's not going to happen at all. It's not going to happen. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
just enjoy the rest of your senior year. Hopefully, you're playing other sports. I know track and baseball is coming up. You know, things like that. They happen, man. You know what I mean? Let's just get out there. You know, you guys enjoy these games. Play your hearts out, definitely. Because, especially if you are a senior, you know, you never know who's watching out there. You could get a couple of scouts in there, you know, disguised in with the rest of the fans. You know, they don't want you to see them. They just out there unless you just really balling. And then after that game, you balled. Even if you won or you lost, if they like you, they're going to come up to your coach.
Definitely. Definitely.
So all I can say is just all the kids, all the teams, play your hearts out.
Definitely.
Right.
And looking at, you know, after going over the D1 bracket, let's just, you know, look at some of these advanced games that we may get to see Friday. We may get to see a Sheldon, possibly Monterey Trail. You know, like I said, the old
I think
Delta League foe.
Oh, they
Definitely.
foes. They only like they.
Let's,
If you not from Sacramento or you watching this, Sheldon and Monterey Trail, they like 2 blocks from each other.
definitely.
They-
definitely.
They, you know, the kids know each other. The kids grew up with each other. They live right next door to each other. So it definitely on their social medias, you know, how you spark those rivalries. Hopefully they're healthy rivalries, you know, and they're just talking mess in between, like who's gonna win, you know what I mean? But definitely, I believe Monterey Trail is going to see Sheldon. Sheldon's going to see Monterey Trail. It's going to be them Huskies versus the Mustangs.
Okay, and it looks like that'll be a Friday game on the 15th.
Oh yeah.
What you think about this Oak Ridge Kennedy game? How we gonna do that
Oh,
one?
that's going to be Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge.
That's going to be Oak Ridge Jesuit.
Okay, so we look like Oak Ridge Jesuit would be played at Jesuit on the 15th of February if that comes through.
But Turlock, they did have some players over there putting up buckets.
Oh yeah.
It sounded like, you know what I mean, they did pretty good. So, ooh, I'm still going to go Oak Ridge Jesuit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I hate to lean, you know, toward the SAC teams, but that's what it's going to be. You know, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
You know,
What about that Modesto Christian Chavez game?
Modesto Christian coming out on top over Chavez. You know, I haven't seen Chavez in the playoffs.
I haven't either, but I'm gonna go with Modesto Christian myself and Irv, that Sacramento product.
Yeah, Irv,
you know.
man, yeah.
So,
Yeah, came from the 3500 crew. That's what they call the Burbank
Oh, yeah.
alumni. The 3500. You know what I mean? I think between number 6, Capital Christian, number 11, Tracy, I'm going with Capital Christian. Them Cougars, they balling. You know what I mean? They got that football player. What's his name again? Oh,
Trey Jones
Trey Jones.
at point guard.
Hey, and you know, football players on the basketball field, they be tough. You know what I mean? They didn't already came from a whole season of really where you really getting that bang going.
Definitely.
So I can see him going to the hole with no remorse. I'm getting here, and you ain't gonna stop me.
Oh, definitely.
So that's gonna be Modesto Christian over Chavez. Number 3, Modesto Christian over number 14, Chavez.
So then that looks like Friday's game would be the Modesto Christian versus Capital Christian coming from Modesto Christian High School.
It's gonna be a Christian affair.
Then looking at this 7 Franklin High School in Elk Grove versus Gregoria. I told you I'm gonna roll with that
That freshman.
I'm gonna roll with Mr. Wright.
Get that
in that
freshman
game.
banging, man. Hey, with this one, it's kind of tough. You know what I mean? Because we don't really know much about Grigori,
True.
you know. But they got this freshman over here banging. You know what I'm saying? And we is Tree City Sports. You know, Tree City was Sacramento before it was Farm to Fork. So we still Tree City, as far as I'm concerned. I'm riding with Tree City. Franklin of Elk Grove, number 7, over number 10, Grigori.
And then you got the playing game with Pleasant Grove and Bear Creek. Not sure which one of those is going to advance, but either one of the advances, I think Folsom is going to handle them.
We wasn't leaning either way on Pleasant Grove and Bear Creek.
No,
Right?
that was a gimme game. That was a game you're going to have to watch to see who wins that one. But like I said, either one of them, I don't think
I might have to
Folsom's
go
going
with
to have
Bear
trouble
Creek.
with them. Bear Creek?
I might have to go. I might have to go with Bear Creek.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I'm not knocking Pleasant Grove, but Pleasant Grove, what we didn't talk about, lost a big player, Josh Morgan, over to Sheldon. That's why I know Sheldon is going to dominate this.
Yeah,
Pretty much going to dominate this bracket. You know what I mean? Josh Morgan's over there. That dude about 6'12".
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I mean? So unless you ain't got nobody 6'9" on your team, it's gonna be a little tough. You know what I mean? To put a little weight on that guy. Then Bagley himself is pretty tall.
He's about 6'7", 6'8".
Right.
He's playing a wing, so
right.
he's not even playing in the post. He's playing a wing.
So there it is. I mean, Pleasant Grove, Bear Creek. The winner of that goes on to play Folsom. Folsom is more than likely going to they're going to beat either Pleasant Grove or Bear Creek, whoever advances out of that game for Monday. I see Folsom going on against Franklin on Friday night, February 15th.
Coming from Folsom High School.
Coming from Folsom High School. Then I see Folsom moving on to battle either Capital Christian or Modesto Christian. That's going to be a hard call. I'm not going to go no further than that in the bracket because that's when it starts getting tough on this third and fourth game. We'll just move on to Friday, see what happens. Check us out on Saturday, for, the breakdown of these games and who's playing on Wednesday, February 20th.
Definitely.
So, that's all from me, Coach Rob here at Tree City Sports.
And it's Coach Harris.
Like we always say, this is Tree City Sports.
It's grind time.